it's time to do the lesson.
Okay, and waterfall. Great. I'm so excited for this lesson right now. I saw all of you this morning playing with the coins and sorting the coins. And I have a question for you before we get started and before I take any more hands down right now. I have some questions. I want to know, why do we need money? Think in your head, why do we need money? Sophie, why do we need money?
Because if you want to buy something from the store, you need money to pay that.
All right, great thinking, Sophie. So Sophie said if we want to buy something from a store, we need money to pay for it. What's another thing we need money for? Can anyone think of something different? Maya. Sorry, I can't hear Maya because some other friends are making noises. One more time, Maya. So Maya's talking about keeping money in a piggy bank. And all right, Murphy, what do you think we need some money for?
You need money if you want to buy a toy.
Buy a toy. So we have buying things from a store. We have money to save it. We have money to buy a toy. And thinking about this next question, because this is an important one. So now we know what we can buy with money, but why would we need to know how to count the money? Emma?
Sort it.
To sort it. All right. And why would we need to sort our money if we're buying something? Grace, what do you think? Why would we need to sort the money if we're buying something? Because we have to count the money? That's a good idea. And one more, let's get another idea. Mateo, why do we have to sort or count the money if we're buying something?
Because you have to get your brain working and learn about stuff.
So you need to get your brain working? Yeah, I'm going to pose a question to you. What if I was at a store and something cost $3? Why would I have to know how to count money if something costs $3 and I just have all of this change in my hand? What are we thinking, Sahastra?
Because you might give them less or more.
Yeah, so I might give them too much money or not enough money. So I have to know to be able to count my coins so I can count up exactly to $3 and pay for what I'm buying. Isn't that right, Leo? Can you come back over here to your seat over here, Leo, right beside Theo?
Yeah, there's not enough space there, Leo.
Yeah, that would be great. First piece of money we are going to discuss. Does anyone know what this says up here? Shout it out if you know what this says.
Nickel.
Nickel. This is the nickel. And raise your hand if you know how much a nickel is worth, if you know the value of a nickel.
Try.
Raising your hand, raising your hand. Naomi.
$5.
$5? Agree. Put your thumb up if you agree a nickel is $5. And thumb down if you disagree a nickel is $5. So thumb up, I agree a nickel is $5. I'm waiting for everyone's thumb. Mackenzie, I'm waiting for your thumb. Thumb up if you agree nickel is $5. Thumbs down if you don't agree. All right, so we have a lot of agreements here. It's very interesting, and I like your thinking. But a nickel, we're listening right now. Is a nickel $5 or is a nickel 5 cents? 5 cents. And is 5 cents less or more than $5? 5 cents is more than $5? It's less than $5. So a nickel is the smallest amount of money you can have.
Like $2.
So a nickel is our smallest amount. And let's put it here with our other nickel. That's a magnet. All right, let's talk about the next one. Does anyone know what this says up here? Shout it out if you can read it. It's a dime. Now our nickel was 5 cents. How much is our dime? Shout it out if you know it. 10 what? 10 cents.
10 cents.
So next we have the dime, which is 10 cents. Is 10 cents more than 5 cents or less than 5 cents?
More.
More than 5 cents. I'm waiting for all my friends to have their thumbs in the air so I
Even though
know
it's
they're
the
listening.
Even though it's the smallest coin.
Yes, we'll talk about that after. Great point, Lincoln. So next we have the dime, which is 10 cents. Here we go, dime. All right, if you know this one, I want you to yell it out. Quarter. Now, without yelling it out, I'm going to ask a friend. I'm going to ask Audrey, do you know how much a quarter is worth? No? What about Damien?
Mikhail, quiet please.
25 cents. And Damien, I think it was, yes, earlier, remember you said $25. So that was an easy little mistake, right? You knew it was 25, but we just mixed up dollar and cents. So a quarter is 25 cents. Yes, and is 25 cents more or less than 10 cents? More. All right, so let's put our quarter up here now.
The number keeps getting bigger.
It keeps getting bigger. That's
Yes,
an observation.
Bigger.
All right, this next one is kind of tricky. We're switching it up a bit. Yell it out if you know what this
Loony.
It's a loonie. So the loon is the animal on the coin, and the name of the coin is loonie. And can anyone raise their hand and tell me how much a loonie is worth? Looking for maybe a hand I haven't seen in a while, so I know they're paying attention. Leo, how much is a loonie worth?
$1.
Yes, the value of a loonie is $1.
Oh.
So if our loonie is $1, is that worth more or less than the quarter? Less than the quarter?
More.
Let me see your thumbs. More than a quarter or less than a quarter? I want to see.
Less.
So we've got some people saying less and some people saying more. I want someone to raise their hand and tell me if it's less or more and why you think so. Let's see some hands. Audrey. Do you think a loonie is more or less than a quarter? You think the loonie is worth less than a quarter?
Yeah.
And why do you think that?
Because the number is one on that penny.
So the number is 1 here, and the number here is 25.
Yeah.
So Ishan, I hope you heard what Audrey's saying, because it was a very interesting observation. She thinks the loonie is less because this says 1, and the quarter says 25. But let's remember, a quarter is 25 cents, and our loonie is $1. And $1 is actually 100 cents. Yeah. So $1 is actually 100 cents. So if we think of it that way, is the loonie more or less? More. All right, let's put our loonie up here.
Last one.
All right, last one. I want to see everyone's eyes up here trying to figure out what this word says. And shout it out. What is it? It's a toonie. All right. And raise your hand if you know how much a toonie is worth. Let's see. Mackenzie.
2 cents.
2 cents. Mackenzie says the toonie is 2 cents. Thumbs up if you agree, thumbs down if you disagree.
No.
I'm looking for everyone's thumbs. Jacob, what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Is it 2 cents? Disagree. And why do you disagree, Jacob? What do you think it is? $2. Agree or disagree? Is it $2, everyone?
No.
No, you don't think it's $2? Mateo, why don't you think it's $2?
Because it has the number 2.
Yeah, so because it has the number 2, it is $2, right?
But
So our loonie is $1, and our toonie, it kind of sounds like 2, is $2.
toonie.
So let's put our toonie up here. Yes, Lincoln, do you have a comment?
It's 20. It's
How many cents would it be?
$100.
So I think you were on
$200.
the track of cents. So remember, our loonie was 100 cents.
So it's 200.
It's 200 cents. And 200 cents is $2. Now I have a fun song that's kind of catchy about money, but before we talk about it, I want us to look at something. What do all of these coins have? They all have something on them that can make them easily identifiable.
You're on?
So what do we think? What is on these coins that is either the same or different that can help us tell what they are? Yeah. So Sophie pointed out that each coin has a different little picture on it. And these different pictures can help us tell what coin it is. And that can help us with sorting our coins or counting our money. Maya, do you have a question? Yeah, is there something else you wanted to point out? They all have a different number. And what's this number represent, Maya? The numbers are not the same. Does anyone remember what the numbers represent? Thank you, Maya. You can have a seat. Hands up if you remember what the numbers represent. Noah, do you remember what the numbers represent on each coin?
Because they all have. Because they all.
Listening to Noah, everyone.
Because they.
Grace, Noah, I'll give you a second to think about that. Let's ask another friend. Emma, or actually Theo. I haven't asked Theo a question yet today. Let's go with Theo. What do all the numbers represent on each coin? Represent.
Each of the ones represent a certain type.
A certain value
No,
or
a certain
amount?
type, a certain amount of money.
A certain amount of money. That is right, Theo. Thank you. So each number is telling us the amount. I want you to first say the name of the coin. And then we're going to say how much it is worth, the number. And then we're going to say the animal on the coin, okay? So, Mikhail, sitting up crisscross. Let's go. Ready, everybody? The first one is a nickel. It is worth
5 cents.
And the animal on the nickel is a
Beaver.
A beaver. After the nickel, we have the dime. A dime is worth
10
cents.
10 cents.
And what is the photo we have on the dime?
Boat.
Yes, a boat. It is a. Does anyone know what kind of boat this is?
Sailboat.
A sailboat. Okay, so we've done dime and nickel. Mikhail,
Quarter.
we have the quarter. And how much is the quarter worth, everybody?
25 cents.
25 cents. And what's the picture on the quarter? Is it a deer or a moose? It's a moose. And next we have a loonie. And our loonie is worth
100
$1. Then last we have a toonie. Our toonie is worth I'm gonna say $2. Our toonie is $2, which is the same as 200 cents. You are right. But we don't say 200 cents. We say $2. And what's the picture on the toonie? A bear. And I think I may have accidentally skipped the loony, but the picture is pretty easy to remember because it's a loon, which is the name in loony. And that's the picture. Now it's time to wash your hands for lunch. So everybody lining up to wash your hands.